What's up? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's going on, y'all? What's up, y'all? I told y'all I was gonna come over here. Y'all thought I was kidding, huh? I wasn't kidding. I'm coming over here, honey, to talk about this P. Diddy shit. My husband should be walking in the door in a minute. Hun, the tea is teeing over here. You understand me? The tea is teeing, y'all. When I say, all y'all need, y'all, if y'all ain't got a copy of this indictment, y'all need to go get a copy of the indictment, honey. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you because I am going to start reading it in a minute. Because it's 10 pages and it's going over. When I say it's going over everything, it's going over everything. Everything. Now, y'all remember who I don't even know somebody in here. Y'all end up watching this video later. But y'all remember when the civil, y'all remember, you remember when the civil case came out, when the young man took him to civil court or what have you, hunty, and baby, that was a lot. They had a trigger warning on that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go get it, go look at it, honey. My hair is not hearing right now. My hair is kind of like not hearing right now. It's doing what it want to do, but I guess that's what I got it to. That's why I got it, so it can do what it want to do. But child is doing exactly what it want to do right now. Anyway, irregardless of all that, listen. So the first one was a civil one. Hey, thank you, baby. It was a civil one. It is freeing. I'm telling you what is freeing. The first one was a civil case, and it had a trigger warning on there. Now that might even be too hot for me to read on YouTube. I'm not gonna try it. I'm just gonna go over it. Just basically, y'all remember when J Lo and them was in the club and all this and all that. Supposedly, she the one who came in with the thing, right? Okay, and then she Diddy popped somebody in the bathroom and it was a mess. It was a bloody mess in that bathroom, honey. And so he didn't brought. Now, this is how you know that these allegations probably are true. Because that's why I said allegedly are true. Because or they sound like they could be true because the way they talked about him in this indictment, about him covering up and having like, okay, he'll do something and then say he's at a hotel, so then he'll go to the staff and he'll get to trying to bribe them and shit, you know what I mean? So that's the same thing he did. So that's his motive operandi. Motive, that's how you say it, operandi, you know what I'm trying to say, motive. That's what he does. He goes around and he bribes people. If he does something like how he did Cassie and whooped on her, well, after that, he probably went to the staff and was like, offering them money, bribing them for them not to say nothing or da 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 da. So that's what he does. That's what he does. That's what they allege that he did when on that civil case. And I'm pretty sure well, I ain't gonna say pretty sure. I know that's what they're accusing him of doing here. When I tell you, listen, when you read over this thing right here, this indictment, he's doing everything. He's literally doing everything. I'm trying to wait for 30 minutes before I start reading it, but he is literally doing everything. He's committing every crime. Every crime known to man, he's committing. There was nothing out of limits for out of bounds for him. That, my friends, is what's gonna get him in trouble. That's well, I ain't gonna say get him in trouble. Shit, that's what got his ass in trouble. You round here, you doing any and everything you want to every and anybody. That's not gonna fly. I'm blown away. So anyway, the first page, what time is it? The first page is 8:36. I'm still trying to wait. I'm trying to wait for more people to come on in, honey, to come on in. Because look at I'm getting messages and stuff from people. Y'all better come on in here instead of sending me a message. Y'all know I can't get no message. He got so many, he got so many aliases. So it's really an easy read because it really just keeps repeating itself. Because basically it's just saying the first part, the first couple of pages is just telling you like, for decades, Sean Combs, aka Puppy Diddy, aka P Diddy, aka Diddy, aka P Diddy, aka Love, and that's what they're gonna say. So I'm not gonna say all them damn names every damn time, okay? The defendant abused, threatened, coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. I do so. Combs relied on employees, resources, and influences of the multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates attempted to engage in, among other crimes, ex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. What the fuck else he ain't did? The only other thing he ain't did was, you know what I'm saying, red rum. The fuck? Because everything else, it looked like he didn't did. The fuck? Sean Combs, aka Puppy D, aka blah 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 blah. Defendant operated his business headquarters at various times in Manhattan and Los Angeles under a variety of United States-based corporate entities, including Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Entertainment Enterprise, and Combs Global, collectively the Combs businesses. Corporate entities in the Combs businesses included, among other things, record labels and recording studios and apparel line, an alcoholic spirits business, marketing agency, and television network and media company. Listen, it's deep. Like I said, this one is not going into details like the civil case did. I'm talking had the trigger warning on there. So if you really want to dig in and to see exactly, this really is just skimming over what we already know happened. So we might go over the civil one when I'm done. Here it just depends on the time. My husband is about to come home. I'm trying to get this in right now, but baby, it's a lot. So at all times relevant to this indictment, Sean Combs, blah 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 blah, the defendant engaged in persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse towards women and other individuals. This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. You know what I'm saying when I say that. As part of this pattern of abuse, Combs manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity with male commercial ex workers. At times, Combs and other acting at his direction made arrangements for women and commercial ex workers to fly to Combs' location. I wonder what part did young Miami play in this, y'all. I'm that's what I'm edging to see, because y'all know she was in on a lot of that, a lot of that shit. Because oh, y'all don't know. Okay, the civil one said that she had brought some pink. You know what I mean? I don't know what no pink. I ain't never seen no pink before in my life. So you got me on that one. You might have to go look that shit up. But that's what the fuck I read. So and she was a part of the going zones, and when they was going all out of town and doing all they goings on for a minute. Now you know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth. Listen. I always wondered, like, is this her boyfriend or what? Because young Miami was acting like, some days she was acting like Diddy was her boyfriend, and some days she was just acting like he was just a bang. So now I see why she was acting like that, because, hell, who knows? He was probably, exing however many people in front of her, right in her damn face. So, shit. Shit, you don't never know. You don't never know what the fuck was going on with that, but we'll soon see. I mean, you would think that she's gonna come out and say something, since we all know that she was dating Diddy, right? So it would behoove her to go ahead and speak her piece and not let nobody just us just to assume, well, whatever. All right. Actors got arranged woman to commercial X. Location Combs ensured participants from the woman by, among other things, obtaining and distributing narcotics to them, controlling their careers, leveraging his financial support, and threatening to cut off the same, and using intimidation and violence, honey. And this is what he does. This seems like what he does is he gets you up underneath his wing, and then he finds out, what you like, and then he feeds it to you. And you think this shit only happens in movies, but apparently this is what was really happening. And then he'll just, let you get all you want until you can't get no more. You get what I'm saying? Um, Physical abuse by Sean Combs, the defendant, was recurrent and widely known. On numerous occasions from at least in or about 2009, continuing for years, Combs assaulted women by, among other things, striking, punching, dragging, throwing objects at, and kicking them. These assaults were at times witnessed by others and included one instance at a Los Angeles hotel in about March 2016, which was captured on video and later publicly reported, where Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a woman as she was attempting to leave. That's Cassie. When members of the hotel security staff intervened, Combs attempted to bribe the staff members to ensure silence. I told you that's what he do. Combs' violence was also not limited to these women. It extended to his employees, witnesses to his abuse, and others. Sean Puppy Combs, the defendant, used the Combs business, including certain employees, to carry out, facilitate, and cover up his abuse in commercial acts. Those employees, including security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and high-ranking supervisors, and other close associates, acted as Combs intermediaries, and their conduct was facilitated and assisted by Combs' control of the Combs business. So, honey, he over here just doing all kinds of shit. He just doing all whatever he want to do. Boomer, he was what you call gorilla pimp, and that's exactly what he was. Evil to his core. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. When y'all seen him go grab Cassie up like he did and drug her, kicked on her and drug her, you knew then. But I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Let's keep it 100. When y'all would see Cassie at them award shows and shit, wasn't she acting timid anyway? She was acting hella timid to me. I don't know about y'all, but she was acting hella timid to me. I mean, I'm just saying. All right, and from at least 2008, through or on or about the date of the filing of this indictment, Sean Combs, the defendant, and others known to unknown were members and associates of a criminal organization. So no, not only was he gorilla pimping, now you're a part of a criminal organization. Goddamn. Would you say at this point he should just plead guilty if he was smart? Right. Take a plea deal, because once this goes to trial, the jury gets a hold of this, he's going to jail for life. You know what? I'm going to tell you the truth. He's going to jail for life anyway. These people was not going to let him out. The last time he's seen the light of day was yesterday when he got arrested. Because baby, they tried to do a $50 million bond, and then people said, no, thank you. No, thank you. We don't want your $50 million. See, he thought he was going to take his ass up in that goddamn jailhouse, and he was going to act like he was Trump. See, America tell you real quick what's racist and what's not. See, he's getting a load of the real America. That's what the fuck is happening around this motherfucker. Don't never get it twisted around here. All right, let's see here. Members associated. Combs engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other activities, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion, and enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. I'm telling you, they charging him with everything, like everything. I have never seen anyone be charged with almost every single crime that you could be charged with. I mean, the only thing I could think of is robbery and, like I said, red rum. God damn. You would think, okay, yeah, I know you got millions of dollars, but you would think at some point he would say to himself, okay, P. Diddy, you feel me? Okay, Sean, whatever he call himself when he by himself, you know what I mean? Do you think, how do you think you're gonna get away with all this shit? You just gonna just doing everything you want to do, and you're never gonna get caught? I mean, what the fuck? I mean, what kind of damn drugs are you on? I need them drugs. The fuck? Oh my God, I found you. You're so hard to find on here. Am I hard to find on here, Fizz-Nuts? I shouldn't be. It's right on my profile pic. All you gotta do is just go to profile and then go to Instagram, and it'll drop down, and there go my YouTube channel. I don't know why everybody be having such a hard time, but please filter people in and let them know where I'm at. Let's see. The Combs Enterprise, including its leadership, its members and associates, constitute an enterprise as defined by the Title 18 United States Code Section blah blah blah. That is a group of individuals associated, in fact, although not a legal entity. The Combs Enterprise consists of Sean, the defendant, entities with the Combs business, including but not limited to Bad Boys Entertainment, Combs Enterprise, and Combs Global. Individuals employed by and associated with Combs business and other known and unknown. The Combs Enterprise constitute an ongoing organization whose members function as continued unit for a common purpose of achieving the objective of the Combs Enterprise. The Combs Enterprise was engaged in is activities affected interstate and foreign commerce. The Combs Enterprise operated in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere. At all times relevant to this indictment, Sean, the defendant, was the leader of the Combs Enterprise. Hold on, you guys. Let me sit up right because my back is starting to hurt. Oh, hold on. Okay, let me sit up right. I was sitting kind of weird, so it was making my back hurt. Okay, let me sit up. There we go. All right, that's much better. Ooh, child, my back was killing me. Trying to look at y'all and talk at the same time, trying to be lazy, and that wasn't working. Okay, yes, I've searched you, but it turned on notification to all. Have the notification on and you will get notifications when she's on. Yes, have the notifications on. That's how you do it. Okay, let's see. Interviews employed by, Combs Enterprise constituted an ongoing organization which members function as a continuing unit for a common purpose of achieving the objectives of the Combs Enterprise. The Combs Enterprise was engaged in activities affected interstate and foreign commerce. I said that. Blah, blah. At all times relevant to this indictment, Sean was the leader of the Combs Enterprise. I said that. Okay. The defendant, other unknown participants in unlawful activities related to the conduct of Combs. These individuals include certain Combs business employees, such as members of Combs security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and high-ranking supervisors, as well as other close associates of Combs. Baby, folks is going to jail. Folks is going to jail because let me keep on reading because they're gonna describe exactly what these people were doing. Well, I'm not gonna say exactly, but enough to where you get an idea of what these people were doing. Let me turn this off real quick. Tell everybody where I'm at. Hold on, y'all. Damn, I gotta get up one more time because I gotta turn this air on a little bit. It's hot. Hold on, just a second. I am a little bit hot. All right, let's see here. Hey, how you doing? Okay, let's see. Okay, the purpose of the Combs Enterprise include the following. Operating a global business in the media, entertainment, and lifestyle industries, including, among other things, record label and recording studios, an apparel line, and alcoholic spirits business and marketing agency and television networks and media. Preserving, protecting, promoting, and enhancing the power, reputation, and brand of Sean. The defendant as a musician, entrepreneur, and figure in entertainment industry. He got a whole bunch of different AKAs. I don't even have to go over the AKAs. Y'all know the AKAs. P. Diddy, Love, Good. Welcome in. How you guys doing? Welcome in. Hey, Jesse on Jaguar Wright has been trying to tell everyone 30 years how fucked up he is. Yep. And nobody will believe. I'm good and you good. Good, honey. I'm good. All right. Let's see. Television, blah, blah, blah. Enriching members and associates of enterprise, including its leader Combs, and in particular those who demonstrated loyalty to Combs and willingness to conceal his crimes. Preserving, protecting, promoting, and enhancing the power of the Combs enterprise, including the power of its leader Combs through violence, use of firearm, threats of violence, coercion, verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual abuse. Fulfilling the personal desires of Combs, particularly those related to Combs' sexual gratification, including through the exploitation of women and the use of commercial ex-workers. Enabling Combs and other members and associates of the Combs enterprise to engage in unlawful acts of violence, including sexual violence, sexual trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion, enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics distribution, and other crimes and concealment of the commission of such acts. Baby, it's so much shit they got. Listen, it's so bad. He didn't committed every crime. I'm every crime except for murder. God damn it. And what else I say? Strong arm robbery. Hell, the fuck. I mean, golly. Could commit another crime in this shit? This shit is ridiculous. What you say? Jaguar, right? Yep. Okay. I read them. All right. This is crazy to me. Everything securing absolute loyalty for members of the Combs Enterprise, including through acts of violence and threats, and protecting the Combs Enterprise and members of the associates, including Combs, from detection and prosecution by law enforcement authorities through acts of intimidation, manipulation, bribery, and threats of retaliation against individuals who witnessed the crimes committed by members and association of the Enterprise. See, in that little swampy ass world they've been running through. Crazy you believes it? Yes. Yes, Jerry has all the tea. Remember, Cat Williams said you have to tell Diddy no. Yes. See, Cat Williams was not bullshitting. Listen, we need to go back and watch Cat Williams' interview with Shannon Sharp Honey, because he lays it down like a damn rug. He tells her, and I'm gonna tell you something, I ain't gonna lie. When I first heard Cat Williams talking that shit, I was like, Cat, come on, man. It can't be that bad. Shit me. Like my husband say, shit me. It's that bad and worse. This man he's just a fucking straight up monster. Okay, let's see. Among these means and methods by which Sean Combs, aka Puff Diddy, aka P Diddy, aka Diddy, aka P Diddy, aka Love, the defendant and other members and associates of Combs Enterprise conducted and participated in the conduct of the affairs of Combs Enterprise include the following. Okay, Combs and other members and associates of the Combs Enterprise wielded the power and prestige of Combs' role as Combs' business to intimidate, threaten, and lure female victims into Combs' orbit, often under the pretense of a romantic relationship. Combs then forced. I wonder if Cassie was being used like that. Combs then uses force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended X acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs referred to as, among other things, freak-offs. Freak-offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, masturbated during, and often electronically recorded and arranged. These freak-offs, Combs, with the assistance of members and associates of Combs Enterprise, transported and caused to be transported commercial sex workers across the state lines and internationally. So that's why I was like, what the fuck? So you have these freak-offs. So you bring these commercial workers, so regular, straight up sex workers, you arrange them to come in, and then while they're freaking off, he's off. Oh my God. He's nasty as fuck. He was a real menace. What the fuck he did is big trouble. Nasty as fuck. It's so oh my God. Okay, and then that's the reason why they're getting on his workers, because they help transport these people across state lines, and internationally. Freak-offs occur regularly, sometimes lasted multiple days. That's why you had to have them thousands. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys just don't know. Like I said, he's a hot mess. Like I said, I engage. I heavy on the beat on the LGBTQB. But I'm still, I'm kind of green on stuff. So if y'all see me have to catch my breath and stop for a moment, this is because this is some shit that I ain't even used to reading, much less doing. Okay, so let's see. During freak-off, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substances, lasted multiple days, and often involved multiple commercial sex workers. So you was just bringing people in and out, in and out. Ugh. What are you reading? I am reading the indictment, they unsealed the indictment for P. Diddy today. What was the baby oil they found, or was that true? It was true. He had Cassie doing him straight. I probably so. Listen, it said involved. Okay, freak-offs occurred regularly, sometimes lasted multiple days. That's why he needed all that baby oil. and often involve multiple commercial sex workers. During freak-offs, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substance to the victims, in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes, unbeknownst to the victims, Combs kept video he filmed of victims engaged in sex acts with commercial sex workers. After freak-offs, Combs and the victims typically received IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and the drug use. Members and associates of Combs Enterprise, including high-ranking supervisors, security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and other Combs business employees, facilitated the freak-offs by, among other things, booking hotel rooms for the freak-offs, stocking the hotel rooms in advance with required freak-off supplies, including, here we go, controlled substances, baby oil, lubricant, extra linen, and lighting, cleaning the rooms after the freak-offs to try to mitigate room damage, arranging from travel for victims, arranging for travel for victims, commercial sex workers, and Combs to and from freak-offs, resupplying Combs with requested supplies, delivering large sums of cash to Combs to pay the commercial sex workers, and scheduling deliveries of IV fluids. Just a waste of fucking money. You see what I'm talking about? This is the reason why we need to tax the fucking rich out they asshole. Because otherwise, you're buying motherfucking 100 bottles of fucking baby oil and shit. You could be doing something more productive with this money than buying some fucking baby oil. This, you know what? And paying some debt. You know what? See? This is why the motherfuckers need to stop capping for these fucking billionaires. Because all they doing, I don't give a fuck, white, black, orange, green, or pink. This shit is fucking disgusting on so many fucking levels. It's just, oh my god. Somebody said, make sure you might want to throw up. Larson began paying commercial sector and rescheduling deliveries of IV fluids. In or about March 2024, during search of Combs' resident in Miami, Florida, and Los Angeles, California, law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies, including narcotics and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricants. So no, that was not a well. This is the allegation. So I'm gonna say it's an allegation. Would you say, oh, hell no, nah. He needs to go ahead and plead guilty. Don't even waste taxpayer money going to trial. Right. But this is, wait a minute, Jesse, but this is what I'm saying to myself. I'm thinking beyond this shit. I'm thinking beyond this shit. And I hate to all roads lead to Trump, but all roads lead to Trump. This is that New York shit. This was the high rollers, high ballers shit. This is what they was doing. And you want to try to make me believe that Trump, what that little girl said in that damn affidavit or whatever, is not true? Well, fuck you, but kidding me. I don't believe. I believe all that shit is true. Now that we seeing this shit, now that we laying this out, come the fuck on. You don't think Epstein them? Listen, them come the fuck on. This was the culture. This was the fucking culture. Yes, it was. What in the world? Yep. This is the culture. Okay. Combs subjected victims to physical, emotional, verbal abuse to cause the victims to engage in freak-offs. Quick pro quo. Just like Trump. That same little shit. Hey, listen, birds of a feather. Man can control victim, among other things, physical violence, promising of career opportunities, granting and threatening to withhold financial support, and by other coercive means, including tracking their whereabouts, dictating the victim's appearance, monitoring their medical records, controlling their housing, and supplying them with controlled substances. During and separate from freak-offs, Combs, among other things, hit, kick, threw objects at, and dragged victims at times by their hair. These assaults often resulted in injuries that took days or weeks to heal. Combs also threatened victims' careers and livelihood, including if they resisted participating in freak-offs. Victims believed they would not refuse Combs' demand without risking their financial or job security or without repercussions in the form of physical or emotional abuse. Combs also used it sensitive, embarrassing, and incriminating recordings that he made during freak-offs as collateral to ensure the continued obedience and silence of the victims. I don't know why this reminds me of Trump so bad. I I mean, do they learn? Do they go to a school to learn this shit together or what? Do you think Diddy gonna take people with him? I think that Diddy was the person. I think that they done already told on the lower people, and I think that they just needed to get him and then get the lower people, because if they wouldn't have got him first and everybody around him would have started getting locked up or going to jail or whatever, he would have either fled or he would have tried to do something to them to stop them from talking. So I think honestly that they did it backwards. They kind of did it a little bit backwards because they got him. They got the civil case so they could round up and just about know who did what. So let's get him first, and then everybody else they get is gonna end up turning on him. He don't got nobody to turn on. I mean, what bigger fish can he get? Might be Trump. It could be Trump. But I'm going off on a tangent there. Hey, how you doing, baby? So we'll see how this rolls out. That might be why Trump is really spazzing out over the past couple of days. I'm just hypotheticing. I'm just, I'm theorizing here. I don't really know, but I mean, MAGA, try to, put things together in the air. So, let's watch out. It's not a far cry as far as I'm concerned. Shit sounds just like some Trump shit. Members and associates of the Comb enterprise, including Comb security personnel, at times carried firearms. On more than one occasion, Comb himself carried or brandished firearms to intimidate, and threaten others, including victims of and witnesses to his abuse. In or about March 2024, during search of Combs' residence in Miami, Florida, Los Angeles, California, law enforcement seized firearms, ammunition, including three AR-15s with the defaced serial number, as well as drum magazines. What you need a defaced AR for? What is that for? Yeah, sounds similar to the Katie Johnson case. From what I have read, the official documents with Epstein and Trump did to her. That's exactly right. Yes, Jason. Yep, that's it. Let's see. Okay, keep victim. Members of just keep victim class. Members and associates of Combs Enterprise at times witness Combs violence towards the victims of the victims injured caused by Combs without intervening. Instead, members and associates of the Combs Enterprise help conceal the violence and abuse by, among other things, assisting Combs in monitoring and preventing victims from leaving locations such as hotels or Combs residence. These occasions include instances which a victim was required to remain in hiding, sometimes for several days at a time, to recover from injuries Combs inflicted without being publicly observed. Cassie. Members and associates of Combs Enterprise also assisted Combs in locating and contacting victims who attempted to flee his abuse. He was a real Wilson. What you say? Who said that? He was really gorilla pimping. Who said that? That's the fuck what he was doing. You know why he need that? Because he wanted to intimidate them people. Let me get a drink. Because he wanted to intimidate them people. He is sick. Miss Morningstar said it. Miss Morningstar said he was sickening. Let's see here. I can't believe having people hide for several days. Members and associates with Combs Enterprise also assisted Combs in locating and contacting victims who was... Okay, I read that. When employees witnessed to his abuse or others threatened Combs' authority or reputation, Combs and members and associates of the enterprise engaged in acts of violence, threats of financial and reputational harm, and verbal abuse. These acts of violence included kidnapping and arson. In addition, on multiple occasions, Combs threw both objects and people, as well as hit, dragged, choked, and shoved others. This motherfucker just doing anything. Boomer said that. You said that. Yeah, he was just gorilla pimping. I think Diddy is a small and a large. He could be. The dominoes are falling. I'm here for it. Adrienne, I'm here for all of it. I'm still going to ask about it, including kidnapping. He didn't kidnap the people. I wonder who the fuck did he kidnap? Child, this is, ooh, he had done a dog. When Combs' authority and reputation was threatened by the possibility of negative publicity or legal or law enforcement action against him, including in or about 2023 following public allegations of Combs' crimes, Combs and members and associates of the enterprise pressured witnesses and victims, including through attempted bribery, to stay silent and not report what they had experienced or knew to law enforcement. On phone calls, Combs and other members and associates of the enterprise, among other things, provided these victims and witnesses with false narratives of events in an effort to conceal Combs' crimes. Combs caused these calls to be recorded on at least two occasions. Combs caused these calls to be recorded on at least two occasions. Okay. Um. So I guess we got some recordings of him threatening people. This gonna come out in court. This is gonna be messy as fuck. From at least in or about 2008 through or on or about the date of the filing on this indictment, the Southern District of New York and elsewhere, Sean A.K. Puppy, blah, 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 defendant and other known as unknown being persons employed by, associated with the Combs Enterprise described in paragraph 6 through 12 of this indictment, and enterprise engaged in the activities of which affected interstate and foreign commerce, knowingly combined, conspired, confederated, and agreed together in which each other to violate the racketeering laws of the United States, to wit, Title 18, United States Code Section 1962C, that is, to conduct and participate directly and indirectly in the conduct of the affairs of Combs Enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity. At the term is defined at Title 18, United States Code Section 1961-1 and 1961-5, consisting of multiple acts including kidnapping, chargeable under the following provision of the state California Penal Code, blah, blah, blah. Multiple acts involve arson, chargeable under following provision state law California, blah, blah, blah. Multiple acts, so they just go on multiple acts offenses, blah, 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 blah. And that's basically it, y'all. And then the bottom line to it all is any property that was obtained through the racketeering unlawful means, they are going to confiscate, honey. So that is it, and that is all. That is a motherfucking enough. You think? Would you think? He not coming home. He not ever coming home, y'all. He's not never come home. And matter of fact, I don't think is R. Kelly's crimes federal. I have to look that up. I don't even feel like looking it up right now because I'm getting ready to partake in a minute. But listen, he's not never come home. And I'm not even mad about it. Because everybody been talking about his dirty ass for years. Years on years on years. I bet an informant told his ass, yep, years and years. Arson has something to do with fire, right? Yes, JCI. Yes, so what the fuck is he setting on fire? You kidnapping and setting people on fire and everything, man. Like, you just had to do everything. All because you had some money and you thought you were going to get away with it. But I said it before and I'll say it again. I have met many of artists from different areas, different parts of the world, that have said the same thing about Diddy parties. The same thing, if you was just in that room with Rig and hearing what Lex was talking about, the same thing a lot of artists would say, you cannot mess with P. Diddy. Just say no to him. There are a lot of videos, or he was asking somebody, talking about you haven't came and party with me. And who was that he was talking to? I forget. Was it Jules? I think it was Jules. Jules Santana. What is his name? Jules Santana. Jules. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, he was like, man, I don't want to come party with you. And then he told 50 Cent, man, come over, come party with me. I want to take you shopping. And 50 Cent was like, nigga, I'm not gonna let you take me shopping. You don't take another nigga shopping. The fuck you mean? You don't even understand how the fuck that sound. And I knew it. Was it fabulous? It was fabulous. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. Oh my God. So they've been knowing that this boy been on this shit for a long time. Yes, and trying to keep themselves away from him. Just not. Did y'all see? But let me tell y'all something. When y'all seen Meek Mills in that pool and P Diddy was filming and he was like something daddy, y'all remember that? I was like, oh, that's some kind of weird. And then Meek Mills had came in the room. That part, Boomer. And then one day Meek Mills had came in the room. He was standing there, I guess, and I don't know, I guess Meek Mill had his camera or somebody behind him had the camera, and Diddy was what says Meek Mill said something. I guess he started rapping or started saying something, and Diddy turned around and Daddy like, I'm not getting ready to play. I'm not getting ready to play. They've been on this man being a freaky fucking deek. And everybody that I know that talk about Diddy that said that it was he was a nasty motherfucker. But I guess just, nobody wanted to go to bitch shit. I'm glad I wasn't at one of them motherfucking parties when I was younger. I'm glad I was not at a Diddy party and ran into one. Cause my motherfucking telling ass, I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have told the motherfucking police. Remember, Mace? Mace left that shit. Now it makes sense, y'all. You ain't never lied, just a Jim. Now you just said something there. That's right. Mace left and he never went back. I mean, he never even turned around and act like he was going back. And you notice that nobody ever says anything like, you can barely get anybody to say anything bad about Diddy. Not even Lil Kim don't say nothing bad about Diddy. So that should have told you right away that this motherfucker's a monster. Besides, if you look at them eyes, he take off them motherfucking glasses, them weird ass looking fucking eyes he got looking all close together and shit is sunken. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but something him and R. Kelly, they need to be motherfucking bunkmates. That's what they need to do. They need to take both of them and put them in the same cell and walk the fuck away and let them have at it by their goddamn self. Nasty motherfuckers. And then did y'all see that he adopted that little girl? Y'all seen that little girl that he adopted too? I wonder where she at. That because he adopted Albie Shore's son. But then he also adopted another little white T girl. I don't know why I'm saying white T, but I'm just used to it. White T girl. He did a documentary on what happened. What happened? It's on YouTube. Who did a documentary? You talking about Mace? I need to go watch that, honey. I need to go watch that documentary because now everything is coming to light. So it'll all the pieces will fit together. You'll see how people was acting funny. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm thinking about all kinds of stuff now. Stevie J's involvement in this shit. They said that Stevie J, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. Does that surprise you about Stevie J? Yeah, Mace. Mace. It's not Maze. It's Mace. Did that surprise you about Stevie J? It don't surprise me that Stevie J is involved in it either. Because, it's something kind of weird going on with Stevie J anyway. He's the kind of person where I would have been like, and if I got caught in a room with him by myself, I'd have been like, nah, I'm good, bruh. I'm going to the store. I can't be up in here with you because something is wrong with you for real, in a real kind of way. R. Kelly, P. Diddy, and Trump all need to be in the same cell. His skeletons are all coming out. No, it didn't. No, it don't. Listen, I don't know what she said no it don't for, but let me know what she said no it don't for. I'm low key worried about MJB. I hope she really don't get tied up into shit because I heard rumors. The fact that my thing is this, the fact that she still fucks with P. Diddy, like as recently as I seen a video of her with him like last year. I think that they're friends. I don't know if she done been involved, honey, because I just can't see her like that. But hey, you never know with these people because if this is my thing, if I got a friend that I know does these kind of weird ass shit, you're not gonna be my friend for long. I'm not gonna be able like I'm just gonna overlook that you are the freak of the week. You know what I mean? And I'm still gonna be cool with you and not expect for you to expect for me to be involved in that shit some type of way. I don't know. I don't know. The eyes are the windows to the soul. That's why he is always wearing them shades. I don't like talking to people with shades on. I need to see your eyes. That's right, Adrian. Amen. Amen. Mixed Facts, do you remember when P. Diddy tried to touch Mike Tyson in a weird way when Keenan Wayans was interviewing them on his show years ago? I vaguely remember that. I was know about Stevie J. You said I always knew about CBJ. Was that what you're trying to say? Yeah, CBJ. First of all, for him to act like that on Love and Hip Hop, and then I had never even seen CBJ before. I hadn't even never heard of him before until I seen him on Love and Hip Hop. So obviously, he was something freaky deaky about him that people didn't really want to fuck with him in the first place. You could just tell people was just acting real weird with him. Like I couldn't be in a room with them. Right? Y'all think J Lo knew about this? I think so. That's a good question. Mary J. Blige's gonna come out too with info. I bet, Boomer. But I think that J Lo, after the club situation, we all was trying to figure out why because she didn't really get in trouble. So why are you running away from P. Diddy like that? Like I couldn't understand back then why she was just trying. I mean, the nigga is ugly. I mean, he ain't cute. To me, he looked like a cross between motherfucking silverback and a goddamn what's them other monkeys? Look, he just them eyes to me, them just them sunken eyes to me. He just ain't cute. But anyway, outside of that, I was trying to figure out why she didn't want to be with Diddy no more. I mean, she was with Diddy for a hot second, and then after that, bitch, you ain't no rider. That's what you get for fucking with Negroes. That's what we all said. But listen, she seen that motherfucker pull out that goddamn pew pew. That's what it was. She seen that motherfucker pull out that pew pew. She seen that motherfucker shoot that man in that goddamn bathroom. She seen that she was the one who had the gun. She wasn't about that life. She said, let me go on over here to the white tea people side. Notice that she wasn't so much J-Lo from the block no more, but broke that shit right the fuck up. You see how quick that broke her ass right the fuck up from that J-Lo from the motherfucking block. Now, didn't it? That's the quickest way to break your ass from something. Your ass go fuck with a motherfucker, a thug, a fuck boy, you gonna get more than your ass intended on getting. Your ass gonna be, next thing you know, your ass gonna be having a goddamn pew pew stuck up in your cuckoo somewhere, trying to conceal it in a place, and then a nigga gonna fuck around and use the damn thing on somebody. See, that's how you fuck around with the motherfucker. Don't fuck around with the motherfucker. Yes, and Mike Tyson moved his hand. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to go back and watch that video. I slightly remember it. Listen, it's rules to this shit. You don't fuck around with no fuck boy and don't think you're not gonna get caught up in some fuck shit. That's what happened with J-Lo. She thought, the lifestyle was, motherfucking fun and games. She soon fucked around and found out that it wasn't no motherfucking games. That motherfucker was real in the still. And like I said, with them tight eyes, them motherfucking tight eyes together, and that ear, I told you, people need to stop thinking that just because people are billionaires and millionaires that they are smart. No, they are fucking ruthless. You have to be ruthless to do any and everything for some fucking money. And that's the reason why it's something wrong. Elon Musk, ruthless as fuck. Donald Trump, ruthless as fuck. P. Diddy, ruthless as Bernie Madoff, ruthless. Then the motherfucker, I ain't seen that yet that ain't motherfucking ruthless. It's a reason why that lady, don't think Jeff Bezos motherfucking ass is nice, a walk in the park. Shit, that lady walked away from him. Shit, she said, fuck all that. I'm getting the fuck away from your ass and took half that money because he's ruthless. You have to be a ruthless person and look over people's, shit in order to, or, not look over, but walk over people, not even look over what, I mean, literally, I could have married two old men twice in my life. Two old men twice in my life with a lot of money. And I said, no, ma'am, not going to be able to do it. Not going to be able to do it. You got spider webs on your dick. You will not put no spider webs up in me. I'm not going to be able to do it. But every time you want to throw up, I don't act that good. That's why I could never be a prostitute, bitch. Because I ain't going to be able to motherfucker be fucking on nobody and your ass think it smell like dick cheese. I can't do it. I'll throw up on your motherfucking ass. He wanted to be a mob boss. Yeah, he did. But isn't that the same? And everybody, same thing. Listen. Listen, I'm not putting my mouth on their dick cheese. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And not no old ass man, because you know old men come is sour. You know how I know? Because I tasted some before, and that shit was sourer than the motherfucker. That's why I will never fuck with an old man like that. No. I started getting old and didn't understand. Shit, I didn't have a motherfucking husband. I had to have a come to Jesus talk with my motherfucking self like, bitch, you're getting older. So what are you gonna do? Well, bitch, by the time you 60, if you ain't got no husband, ain't gonna be no motherfucking husband, bitch. I was pushing 45 strong. I wasn't finna be fucking with them old ass men and them motherfucking that sour ass that shit's sour. Ain't gonna be able to do it. So yeah. You don't just mess with any and everybody for a dollar or two. That's not what you do. They give they give you worms. Yes, I believe that. I believe that old men was with that. And then sometimes they be having bladder problems and they be smelling like piss and shit. And And when I tell you this motherfucker was old, I was like 24, y'all, and the man was like 74 for real. And he was rich. He owned a cab company. And I knew business. And I knew probably, within probably a year, he passed. So I wouldn't have had to, be with him for that long. Hell, the motherfucker could barely breathe. But listen, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I said in my heart, I said, I can't be like that. That is just so nasty. And then it happened again in my 30s, but it was a big old, big old fat guy. I mean, he was like 500 pounds. And be peeing on you. Yes, they be peeing. They don't even ejaculate pee. He was like 400 pounds, y'all. And I was like, I ain't gonna be able to do it. He smelled like that fat, that's that fat, fat smell. You know what I'm talking about. That fat smell. I wasn't gonna be able to do it. I wasn't gonna be able to do it. And I think his PP was like this big. His PP was this big. Like I'd never seen a grown man with a baby PP like that before. It was like this big, y'all. I had never seen that before. Have you guys ever seen that? I've never seen that before in my life. Listen, you got a t-shirt? Because they don't even like the skin don't even go, don't even peel back all the way. It just be a little bitty pee and then they call themselves being hard and then it be that big. Bitch, what the fuck is we gonna do with that motherfucking little bit of shit? Y'all then started me up tonight and I haven't even had a motherfucking drink or nothing. This is Natch. That's why I'm saying sometimes when I be over there on TikTok, I really have to watch my words because I be wanting to say all the shit that I just said just now, but I can't say it in my mind. I be saying this shit, so I be having to slow it down because I'm gonna say what I'm thinking in my mind, and then they're gonna motherfucking that go to white screen of death. Cause I be wanting to cuss they ass and tell they ass. Unfortunately, I have to work in an assistant living facility. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about. You didn't seen them little bitty peepees. And don't it be the main ones, it be the men with the little bitty motherfucking wee wees. The ones that be talking all that shit. You would think they got big cojones, but they do not. They do not. You can say what you want over here. I can say a good amount over here. I can say a good amount, y'all, and I'll be taking full advantage of it. So, that's the end of the goddamn live, y'all. So I'm getting ready to bop on off here. I've been on here for an hour. My husband should be walking in the door any minute, y'all. So I just needed to get that off my chest and talk to a few people. So thank you guys for hanging in here with me. I appreciate you. I'm going to try to do this more often, even if it ain't nothing but just sitting up here and just having a conversation with y'all. But that's what I'm going to try to do because I know that we got to get away from TikTok shit because MAGA be getting on my nerves and we get a little bit more peace over here. I know I did. I was a CNA for a long time too. Yeah, they be talking too much shit. Yeah, they be getting on my goddamn nerve. All right, y'all. Hey, Ollie Go. Okay, yes, Ollie Go. More. Ollie Go said more and more. I promise I will. I'll come over here more. I'm going to jump back over there in them TikTok streets, so I'll see y'all over there. Y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all night. If I don't see y'all, I'll see y'all in the morning. Love y'all. Same bat channel, same bat time.